Globally, the care economy is recognized as the silent engine that keeps societies running, sustaining every household, every community, and every economy. Yet, for too long, this work has been undervalued, carried disproportionately by women, making it one of the most prominent invisible barriers to gender equality, inclusive growth, and sustainable development.
Narindi umugore witinya, narindi umugore waheranwe n'akazi ko mu rugo, habaga igihe hajemo amakimbirane yuko nta kintu ninjija. Iyo umugore akora ku ifaranga asa neza, umugabo we nta muca inyuma, nta namusuzugura, hari byinshi yikemurira atabanje kumubaza.
Ubuzima bwanjye bwari bumeze nabi kubera ko nakoraga imirimo myinshi, nk'akazi ko kujya gutora inkwi, akazi ko kuvoma.
In Rwanda, that story is being rewritten. Building on its long-standing leadership in gender equality, the country is placing care at the center of its national development agenda, recognizing it not as an invisible duty, but as a central pillar of inclusive growth, resilience, and dignity.
In Rwanda, we work as one team, but gender is cross-cutting in different sectors. Unpaid care work is no longer something that is domestic or women's issue only, but it has been seen now as a national development issue.
With the support of the Government of Germany, UN Women, in partnership with the Government of Rwanda, is advancing this vision through the second phase of the 3R program on transformative approaches to recognize, reduce, and redistribute unpaid care work.
Unpaid care work is one of the most significant, yet invisible, gender equality barriers. Across the world, and certainly in Rwanda, many women and girls continue to carry disproportionate care burden for children, elderly people, and households generally. While we know it's very important in sustaining families and our economies, we also know that it constrains women's time, opportunities, and participation in all spheres. So for UN Women, reducing unpaid care and addressing unpaid care gaps is not simply reducing women's workload. It's unlocking women's potentials and opportunities. It's improving household well-being, but more importantly, supporting inclusive and sustainable development.
Implemented across 8 districts, Musanze, Gisagara, Nyaruguru, Ngoma, Kirehe, Nyamasheke, Gasabo, and Rubavu, the program focuses on 3 key objectives: strengthening national policies and services that recognize the value of unpaid care work, expanding care services, infrastructure, and time-saving technologies that reduce its burden on women, and unlocking public investment so that care responsibilities are shared more equitably between men and women, families, and communities.
Mu rugo umugore yabazwaga byose, ariko uyu mushinga mu bukangurambaga bwagiye bukorwa, imiryango yashoboye kumvikana uburyo ndetse isobanukirwa uruhare rwa buri muntu wese ugize umuryango, yaba ari umuhungu cyangwa umukobwa, yaba ari umugabo cyangwa umugore, uko bagomba kuzuzanya kugira ngo bashobore gutera imbere.
We have seen people being trained and capacity raised, especially those engaged in planning at district level, because they are the ones that are really leading the programs from the national level to the community level. We also see the community-led shifts in attitudes and practices around shared care responsibilities.
For rural women, time is the most valuable resource. The 3R program is helping them reclaim it. Across 4 districts, 1,951 energy-efficient cook stoves and 210 rainwater harvesting tanks have been delivered to rural households, cutting fuel wood use by up to 80% and dramatically reducing the time and energy women spend on daily chores.
Ikintu cyari kitugoye cyane nico gucana. Ubu kilo cy'amakara ni 700, ariko ubu kugura ng'igiti mu gitari c'ibihumbi 2 ukagicana ng'ukwezi twiteje imbere. Ubu mugabo ndaco tugipfa, mbere twahoraga turi gushwana turi gupfa ngo watinze guteka watinze kugira ute. Nafashe amafaranga 300 ndi gucuruza nyine mu bucuruzi bwambukiranya n'imipaka, ngondesha umurima. Umugabo yatunguwe nuko namubwiye ati reba mu byo nisigama muri koperative kubera uramushinga, rebaho koperative inguye nahinjiza.
Twangezaga ibidukikije, baduhariye amashyiga acana rumwe. Nimba waratemaga ibiti 3 usigaye utema kimwe kikakumaza nk'ukwezi. Amafaranga asohoraga ku kwezi byari 10,000, hasigaye ari 3,000 andi nkayajyana mu gatsinda.
In 6 districts, early childhood development centers are becoming pillars of community care and prosperity. Here, children are safe, nurtured, and learning, guided by professional caregivers trained through the program.
Hari ikibazo cy'uko abana birwaga bazerera, bamwe na bamwe bakanabahohotera. UN igira neza ituzanirira ishuri, abana ubu barahirirwa bafite umutekano nta kibazo bafite.
Umubyeyi asigaye agenda nta kibazo afite. Ubwo rero irerero ryaje ari igisubizo ku bantu dutekano gace.
Batubwiye ko abana bafite ubumuga ari abana nk'abandi, bagomba kuja muri societe y'abandi bana bakiga. Ubu yarajijutse.
Ubu aho umwana agiriyemo ndagenda nkaja gukora nk'ikiraka, nkaza nkavuga ngo wenda ndizigamana 500, ubwo nkakomeza ubuzima.
True change begins at home, in the everyday choices of family life. Through community dialogues, media campaigns, and the deliberate engagement of men and boys, the 3R program is shifting the social norms that have long defined care as a woman's endeavor. The results are visible. Households are unified. Fathers are taking up care responsibilities, and couples are shaping their futures together.
Yabaga ari umuntu uhora mu rugo, ari wo kwita ku bana gutyo gusa, ari wo guteka ibyo ngibyo, ntabwo twari tubanye neza. Ubwo rero aho uyu mushinga uziye amahugurwa, ndetse nanjye yarampuguye, ubu nzi neza ko ari umumaro kuri njyewe kandi nabazi ko ndi umumaro kuri we.
Working with partners across government, civil society, and the private sector, the 3R program is helping place care at the heart of Rwanda's development planning and legal frameworks, hosting high-level policy dialogues and influencing transformative laws to recognize care work as a costed responsibility.
How do we make sure that there is accountability in the way we do things? One is making the whole process, the whole planning and budgeting process institutionalized. Creating a conducive environment is one thing, but how do you make sure that the time that have been saved are used on productive things? One, how do you facilitate them to have skills? Those who did not have chance to complete education, maybe they can have short-term skills in vocational training. How do you create access to finance? So eventually we'll see that everyone is working for a pay.
Umushinga uziye twatangiye kwigishwa ko abantu bashobora kujya mu matsinda bakiteza imbere. Ubundi umugore umwe mu bagemurira ibigo by'amashuri imboga.
Amahugurwa yamfashije njewe ubwanje nayo gutegura umushinga. Nabashije kwizigama amafaranga agera muri 1,860,000.
Saa 9 z'ijoro hari akabanga k'umusozi ka hano hirya kitwa Nyagahondo twavomagaho. Tukagenda tukajya gushaka ya mazi. Ukayabona saa 4 saa 5 cyangwa saa 8 n'igihe ibijerekani bikaba igihari. Noneho wayazana wageza mu rugo, umugabo ntabone ko wavunitse. Ugasanga cyabaye ikibazo. UN imaze kuduha ibigega, noneho amazi araboneka. Urukumva ari amakimbirane yaragabanutse, byampesheje agaciro.
Ibigega byagiye bigira icyo bitanga, bifasha amazi kuko tugera n'igihe kibiza usanga ya mazi adafashwe ku nzu ayangiza. Tubonye amazi, abagore bacu babonye amazi ntabwo bavunitse ngo bajye kuvoma kure, ariko bigabanyije n'ibiza kubera ko ya mazi yavaga ku nzu hari icyo yashoboraga kwangiza.
The journey ahead is bold and clear. Rwanda is showing the world that care is not a cost, it is an investment. An investment in women, in families, in economies, in the future of Rwanda. Real change must reach beyond the home. It must reach into the laws, policies, and budgets that shape the very fabric of society.
We have learned that we can't do something at policy level that doesn't engage the community. We need the community ownership. We appreciated how community were giving input on the law when we talked about considering the unpaid care work during the divorce. These initiatives really demonstrated that we can sustain what we have achieved so far.
As the 3 R's take root across Rwanda, one truth grows ever stronger. When we invest in care, we invest in equality and ultimately in lasting prosperity.
The opportunity that lies ahead is really to consolidate and accelerate these schemes. And this would mean embedding care considerations intentionally and systematically into plans, budget, policies at all levels, and strengthening the systems and partnerships that can make it possible.
Ndashima Gishanede na UN n'Abadage kuko batekereje ku mugore wo mu cyaro bakomerezaho.
Ntabwo bahinze ku rutare, abo bahuguye twarumvise kandi twahawe agaciro nk'abagore.
UN Women nta kintu ntayishimira kuko yaramfashije. Njye nayibonyemo nk'igisubizo ku muryango wanjye.